All right, everyone give it up for Kanaka.
I've been here many times, usually with someone. For the first few months, it was no one. It was just me. I felt that I would be something, but when I'm here, even when I'm alone, I become someone. I know not how many of you know my actual name or my full name, but my first is John. To be hyperbolic, there's 17 on each side, on my mother's and my father's. My father says I was named after my grandfather, my mother of her father. And what I've learned over time is that every single one of these Johns from my mother's side goes by their middle name for multiple reasons. My grandfather, who I respect very much, is named Glenn. His first name is John, and I only learned this recently. My full name, first being John, as mentioned earlier, last being Galvani, is John Makoa Ventura Galvani. My second middle name is Ventura from my mother's maiden name. But Makoa, that is a very fun one, because when I was a child, I never cried, at least until someone was out of the room. If there were doctors in the room, when I was born 2 months early, I was plagued with problems, so I would always be in pain. But I'd never cry unless doctors left the room, unless nobody was there. Whenever I stubbed my toe really hard, even if it was bleeding, I would not make a sound. So Makoa in Hawaiian means warrior. I put myself down as Tanaka this time because today I met with a Maori cultural advisor. The Maori are the people of Aotearoa, or New Zealand. They are the natives there. And learning of Te Wera Te Rui's life, learning of her life, I saw so many parallels that prove more to myself than anything else. They prove that I am me irreversibly and inexplicably from the rest of the world. They explore my culture being part of me, not something that's influenced from other people. She told of how we eat, and I saw that that is how I also ate, without putting a sandwich down when we ate it. She talked of these little things, of how we dress our hair, of how we say our R's, because I do not say R as R. I put my tongue right on the top of my mouth. I say R. I say te rui, not te rui. And things like that, like loving mayonnaise, things just like that are things unique to our culture that are uninfluenced. And I had always struggled with being me. I do not consider myself male nor female, neither do my friends, but not non-binary. I simply choose not to choose because it is irrelevant to me. If it is a social construct, and I have never believed myself to be part of society, or at least always different to it, then how about I let you choose? What do you think I am? Anything. And everyone else? Most would say male upon first meeting me. And I do not mind that, because that is what they think I am. And that is all that I am. I will always be me. I will do things my own way. And this does not mean that I'm not affected by my environment. Nature and nurture are the same. Nature comes from not only inexplicable external forces, it is a reliability, it is external. Nurture is something you do to yourself. It is not people caring for you, it is you caring for yourself. So if you care for yourself, then you must recognize your outside forces as well that affect you. So I keep them in the same thing. And that is how I've developed my own personal sense. That's how I've developed my personal philosophy, both from other philosophers outside of me. Like, I started reading Nietzsche long after I should have and long before I should have. I started with his final works. I started with The Antichrist, and that didn't shape me as much as it should have because I started from the end. I started from where his mind was breaking, and that was at a time when my mind was always broken. And then I worked my way backwards. I read a lot of Camus. The Plague probably had more influence on my life that right next to Lemony Snicket's Series of Unfortunate Events. Those two things probably shaped me more than probably any music that I've ever listened to, which is a lot. So I started from the back and made my way forward. So I first saw many philosophers as someone who had broke themselves, someone who had first experienced ego death, because their ego, their self, their will was shaped so much by their own personal philosophy. He talks a lot, Nietzsche talks a lot about being the warrior and the Übermensch and that whole mentality. And I started from when it broke him, when he broke away from his own identity that he had built his entire life upon. He was always sickly, but it never got to him in the same way that it did at the end of his life, be it from syphilis, be it from lung disorders, be it from plagued with headaches, which I'm sure that everyone has from time to time, but his was uniquely serious, which you'll know if you read him. So I started from someone breaking themselves and ended with them building themselves. And I feel that that's how my life will go. I was born into this world as a broken body. I have a very rare genetic disorder that only maybe 11 people have on the planet, called Leishmaniasis. All of the bones in my body, everything affected by protein is misshapen, everything is stretched, my skin is very tight, and that affects everything. I cannot make a fist, I cannot hold a pencil, things like that. That will always affect me, so I've always seen myself as broken. But learning more and more, I will see more that, not that I will fix myself at the end, and not that I will be broken at the end, but that I will be me. I expected someone else to be here. Is that time accurate?
Say again?
Is that time accurate? I haven't.
No. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. Actually, have you played bass?
yes.
I want to get a.
I love bass. I don't know if
Do
there's
you
a,
want to start on bass? And then
I don't know if there's a bass here. Do we have a bass? Is there a bass here, Aaron?
Guitar is fine.
There's a fretless bass.
Okay, yeah. We have fretless bass.
Yeah, we did that play. That is the lefty who's strum at the right, so sit on that stool. Hopefully you take the chord out of this. This is your chord here.
Usually there's a guitar player. Does anyone else want to join? Or is it Let's switch guitar.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I didn't even think of that. Fucking disappeared, it's gone. I don't have a,
Well, the clock is still ticking, so.
Oh, yeah.
Bye.